Now we're going to talk about the error source in geotechnical monitoring. So we have different source of error. First of all is the internal environment. This is why we have a temperature sensor inside the device to be able to monitor the temperature and correct the tilt sensor value with the temperature. We have like a second type of error, which is like the data we have on the sensor, and this is why we use formula. For example, we have different type of formula. It could be polynomial or it could be linear, and each formula for each sensor, like piezometer, will use like a temperature and pressure in order to correct the data. All these formula are provided by each provider of sensor. The time zone also could be a source of error. So we predefine in UTC, but each time zone area can be used. We also have site noise and structural. So now we can maybe talk about example. So internal temperature, as I mentioned, is extremely important to apply the correction. And this is also used or can be used in our software, Trimble 4D, to collect, to import, and the customer can also see the variation of the internal temperature of the sensor. The formula, so it's on the gateway, basically all these formula are applied, and it's called like engineering unit, and the customer can predefine and configure this formula. In this formula, you will have, so you can correct the temperature by your initial temperature, and then the current temperature will be also used to correct the sensor data and convert to the readable and understandable data type at the end. Time zone is very important to set the right time zone on the gateway in order to be able to receive data. If you don't configure properly, you will have the data in UTC, and then it can create some, I will say, problem for the customer because he won't use the right time for to receive the data. The site noise. So site noise can be external error. So for example, if an equipment block your data logger, like if you have a truck parked in front of it, you can have like you can lose some connection, or like also like external data, like also external like noise, like vibration when you drill. It can create some displacement on your tilt sensor, for example, and you will see like time to time some noise. We also see sometime like tilt sensor got hit on site, and then like of course the data will be a lot of error on it. Natural variation. So this is due sometimes to the temperature. For example, like if you install your tilt sensor on top of the building and the building is made with steel, you can have some change due to the temperature itself of the material, and then they will apply like some modification or issue on, I would say it would apply some error, not due to the movement of the building, but due to the temperature of the building. But this change can also be like temperature, tide, wind, or can also, and all these factors can cause variation. So this is very important. You need to understand what's going to be the natural variation of your building or of your structure to make sure like you analyze real movement and not like the movement due to the natural change.